let no one be under any illusion that any attack on this island of nearly 24 million people would be easy. It would not. Together with our allies, particularly Australia, New Zealand, and actually Singapore, that sort of country, we consider what happens in Taiwan and Japan, what happens in Taiwan to be crucial to the whole world. Taiwanese rescue teams sent from this island to places which have been unfortunate, typhoons, flooding, are the best in the world. I know this, and it is why I lead debates in the United Kingdom Parliament asking, please, for the international community to get together to ensure that Taiwan becomes fully sovereign, recognized state in the world. I find it utterly unacceptable that 24, 25 million people in this world cannot be a member of the United Nations. I do not speak for my government, of course, they are under different constraints, but I speak as a legislator and as a parliamentarian and as someone that believes very strongly in national self-determination. The people of Taiwan will decide the future of Taiwan, and that is as it should be.
有机会与来自议会民主的开创国的贵宾见面，感到非常的荣幸。这是我担任台湾国会议长以来第一次接待台英国会小组的访团，所以特别高兴，仅代表台湾国会向各位表达诚挚的欢迎。
It's a great honor for democracy system originated. This is also my first time. Parliament, I express my most sincere welcome.
去年2月，史都华主席与下议院外交委员会主席埃利西亚·卡恩斯共同发起台英友谊及合作动议案辩论，并就台海情势及台英关系致函贵国国防部、外交部及贵国国会上下议院所有的议员，说明台湾关系现况及中共对台军事威胁，欲请国会同僚给予台湾坚定的支持。在此要向史都华主席的义举以及访团成员对台湾的友好表达诚挚的谢意。
Last February, Co-Chair Stewart and the Chair of the Commons Foreign Affairs Committee, Alicia Kearns, initiated a debate on UK-Taiwan friendship and cooperation. Co-Chair Stewart also sent letters to the UK's Ministry of Defence and Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office regarding the situation in the Taiwan Strait. Another letter was sent to all members of the British Parliament detailing the current situation of UK-Taiwan relations and China's military threat towards Taiwan, calling on lawmakers to firmly support Taiwan. I would like to express my sincerest gratitude to Co-Chair Stewart and all members of the delegation for staunchly supporting Taiwan.
上个礼拜就是在13日，贵国政府公布新版的外交国防安全政策综合检讨报告，是自从2021年之后首次发布同类文件，那第一次提到台湾。报告中强调维持台海情势稳定，以及透过对话和平解决台海议题的重要性，也将致力维护台海稳定，并会在东海、南海反对任何单方面做现状改变。在此要代表台湾人民向贵国政府表达感谢。
Last week, on March 13th, the U Policy Report, Taiwan was mentioned for the first time since the IR was first released in 2021. The report emphasized the importance of maintaining peace and stability across the Taiwan Strait and resolving issues through peaceful dialogue. The UK opposes any unilateral attempts to change the status quo in the Taiwan Strait, as well as in the East and South China Sea. For this, on behalf of the Taiwanese people, I express my deepest gratitude to the UK government.
英国是议会民主政治的发源地，是台湾民主发展过程中学习的楷模。台湾的议会政治起步虽然比较晚，但却也是人民坚韧奋斗不懈的结果。台湾在二战之后，历经世界最长的戒严及数十年的白色恐怖时期，接近20万人遭受到迫害。经过1986年冲破党禁，1987年解除戒严，终于在1993诞生民主国会，奠定今天民主台湾的基础。今年2月，贵国经济学人资讯社 iNEWS 公布的2022年民主指数报告，台湾排名全球第10，连续2年获得亚洲第1。我们非常珍惜现今的民主成果，所以一定会全力捍卫，也希望能够持续得到在座各位先进的支持。
England is for our own journey of democratization. The development of Taiwan's parliament started quite late, but it is the result of our people's continued efforts and hard work. After World War II, Taiwan endured what was once the longest imposition of martial law and people were persecuted. Finally, in 1986, the strict ban prohibiting the formation of political parties was abolished. Martial law was democratic parliament, the legislative yuan was established. This is the foundation for democratic Taiwan today. This February, the UK-based
疫情期间，贵国就察觉到中共对世界秩序造成的重大威胁。2020年7月中，贵国政府既由保守党前党魁伊恩·邓肯·史密斯发起了对华政策跨国议会联盟 （IPAC），禁止5G 网络使用华为商品。2021年7月，贵会下议院外交事务委员会发表新疆人权状况报告，认定中国在新疆的行为是种族灭绝。这些回应证明了英国不愧为老牌的民主国家，完全洞悉中共政府造成区域安全的重大威胁。
The COVID-19 pandemic has allowed the UK to realize that China poses grave threats to the current world order. In July 2020, Sir George Ian Duncan Smith, former leader of the Conservative, demonstrated that England, being one of the oldest democracies in the world, completely understands the great threat.
上个月，在欧洲召开的慕尼黑安全会议中，中国代表团的团长王毅又老调重弹，说台湾自古就是中国的一部分，台湾从来就不是独立国家。王毅的言论严重背离事实。借此，我要说明，战后由全球49个国家共同签订，并于1952年4月28日生效的旧金山合约，才是正式处理台湾地位的国际法律架构。旧金山合约并没有提及台湾的主权归属，当然不能宣称台湾的主权归属于中国。其后，台湾经过国会全面改选、总统直选、3度政党轮替，依据国民主权及联合国宪章人民自决的原理，早已成为主权独立的国家。因此，我要特别强调，根据国际法，台湾澎湖不隶属于中国，台湾绝非中国的一部分，台湾与中国互不隶属是铁铮铮的事实。
At the Munich Security Conference held in Europe last month, the head of the Chinese delegation, Wang Yi, said that Taiwan has been a part of China since ancient times. It is never a country, and the San Francisco Peace Treaty, which was signed by 49 countries after the war and came into effect on April 28, 1952, should be the international legal framework determining Taiwan. China's claim is empty. Afterwards, Taiwan held legislative yuan elections, direct presidential self-determination. Taiwan has already become a sovereign nation. Therefore, I want to reiterate that according to international law, Taiwan and Penghu do not belong to China. Taiwan is not a part, that Taiwan and China are not subordinate to each other.
目前，军机军舰日日侵逼，气欲并吞台湾，不但破坏印太地区的稳定，也对国际和平带来严重的威胁。在此呼吁国际所有重视民主自由的国家，共同给台湾更多的关注与支持。
Yet, China has ignored the truth and has continued to claim that they own Taiwan. It sends fighter jets and ships to intimidate Taiwan, and its ambition to annex Taiwan is clear as day. This not only disrupts stability in the Indo-Pacific region, but also threatens international peace. Here, I would like to call on all nations of Taiwan.
最后，再度感谢各位先进对台湾的支持。民主与自由是我们共同的语言，我们是民主同盟国，一定要共同确保全球和平稳定发展，敬祝旅途愉快，平安顺心。
In closing, I once again thank you for all your support for Taiwan. Democracy and freedom is our common language, and as members of the Democratic Alliance, we must ensure the peace, stability, and continued development of the whole world. I hope you have a very fruitful and successful visit. Thank you.
It is a pleasure and an honor to be here. My colleagues, there are 6 of us in total, come from the British Parliament. 3 are from the governing party, and 3 are from the main opposition. We are friends, despite our political differences. But most of all, today, we are friends of Taiwan. And we come together as friends of Taiwan to give you full support.
游院长，今天真的非常高兴，也非常荣幸可以来到立法院与您会面。那这一次我们来自英国国会的代表团，总共有6位成员。我的同事他们有3位是来自目前的执政党保守党，有3位是来自在野党。但是呢，我们都是朋友，即使我们有不同的政治上的看法，我们今天都是来支持台湾的。我们来到这里，就是要展现我们对台湾的坚定支持。
Personally, I spoke to our speaker last week, Sir Lindsay Hoyle, and I said I would have the honor of meeting you, sir, this week with the delegation. And Sir Lindsay sends his very best wishes to you, sir.
那我个人呢，我上个礼拜见到我们的议长的时候，我也跟他说了，我这一周有机会来到台湾与游院长您见面，那他也请我向您转达最高的敬意。
What this Parliament has achieved in 30 years is nothing short of miraculous.
台湾的国会在这个30年内所达到的这些成就，真的就是一项奇迹。
Taiwan is not just very high scoring in democracy in the world. I think it's 10th or 12th currently.
台湾呢，在全球的这个民主指数的排名啊，可以现在目前好像是第10名还是第12名。
But Taiwan beats the so-called mother of all parliaments, Westminster, by a considerable number of places in democracy.
那台湾呢，甚至是比这个堪称是民主母国的这个英国排名还要更高哦。
It has taken us 800 years to get where we are, and it has taken you 30. I think that says it all.
那英国是花了800年的时间才有今天的成就，台湾只花了30年，所以这个当中的这个成就，这个伟大的程度应该是不言而喻。
Now my background, I'm very young. I'm nearly 45. years old. That is, I'm a politician, so the truth sometimes comes difficult.
那我自己呢？大家应该可以看到我非常年轻哦，我即将满45岁。大家都知道我是这个政治人物，所以我说的话有时是不能信的。
But for many years of my adult life, I was a soldier, and I served in Hong Kong.
但我人生中有许多年的时间，我都是担任军人，而且我有在这个香港服役过。
I very much enjoyed being in Hong Kong. I enjoyed the culture of the Chinese, and I thought it was a great place.
那我那时候真的非常享受我在香港待的那一段时光哦，我也非常喜欢中华文化，我认为香港是一个非常棒的地方。
Personally, I was very disappointed that we had to leave Hong Kong in 1987. And I feel the People's Republic of China have not kept to their promise to allow Hong Kong to have the freedoms it promised.
那当时我们在1987年必须要离开香港的时候，我个人是非常的失望。我也认为中国并没有信守承诺，让香港保持一定程度的自治。
Now, Taiwan is apparently the 24th happiest country to live in the world.
那我听说台湾是全世界第24名最快乐的一个国家。
We can see this because we look round the room and everyone is smiling and happy.
那我是非常相信的，因为我看到今天在场的所有人脸上都挂着满满的微笑哦。
That is the purpose, of course, of why we are politicians, to care about the people. And you, Mr. Speaker, and your colleagues understand that very well indeed.
那我们身为政治人物，我们最重要的一个使命就是要关心我们人民的福祉。那我知道院长还有您的同事们，你们都非常了解这一点。
You made reference to the Munich Security Conference, which I have been attending on and off since I was a lieutenant colonel, which is now almost 40 years ago.
那您刚有在这个致辞当中提到慕尼黑安全会议，那慕尼黑安全会议我自己也参加了很多次，不见得是每年都参加，因为我之前也是担任这个上校的职位有40年的时间了。
So you could see I'm a liar when I told you I was 45 years old.
所以刚才我说我今年才45岁，大家应该都识破我的谎言了哦。
I promise you, sir, that we in the United Kingdom really do consider Taiwan to be an extremely important friend and ally of the United Kingdom.
那院长，我向您保证，我们在英国真心认为台湾是我们非常重要的朋友，也是非常重要的盟友。
As an ex-soldier, I was once the United Nations British commander in Bosnia in 1992 to 93. As an ex-soldier, I have made a special study of the Taiwanese armed forces, and they are very good indeed.
身为前军人，而且身为这个联合国之前1992年到1993年在这个波士尼亚的英国指挥官呢，我自己我曾经研究过台湾的军队。那我的结论是，台湾的军队真的非常优秀。
Let no one be under any illusion that any attack on this island of nearly 24 million people would be easy. It would not.
我不希望有任何人误以为，就是攻击台湾这个人口有2400万人的岛屿会是一件简单的事情，因为我自己认为这一定会非常的困难。
As a mark of how we consider Taiwan, Mr. Speaker, you have already mentioned the integrated review.
那院长，您刚也有提到我们最近刚发布的这个报告，这个政策报告这个是英国政府新版的外交国防安全政策综合检讨报告。
Together with our allies, particularly Australia, New Zealand, and actually Singapore, that sort of country, we consider what happens in Taiwan and Japan, what happens in Taiwan to be crucial to the whole world.
那英国呢，和我们的盟友像是澳洲、纽西兰、新加坡还有日本这些国家，我们都认为，如果台湾发生任何的事情，都是会对全球有重大影响的。
And may I congratulate you, sir, your legislators, and the government here for the support it has given to Ukraine on behalf of the rest of the world.
那我现在也想要代表这个全球向院长您谢谢谢谢台湾的政府、台湾的这个立委，还有台湾的这个立法院对这个乌克兰提供的支持。
May I particularly mention something that matters to me, which is human rights and medical.
那我自己也想要提一下我自己比较有这个共鸣的一些议题，就是人权还有医疗的方面。
Taiwanese rescue teams sent from this island to places which have been unfortunate, typhoons, flooding, are the best in the world.
那台湾这个地方所派出的到全球遭受像是台风风灾等灾区的这个搜救队，是最优秀的搜救队。
I know this, and it is why I lead debates in the United Kingdom Parliament, asking, please, for the international community to get together to ensure that Taiwan becomes fully sovereign, recognized state in the world.
那就是因为我知道这一点，所以我才在英国的国会发起许多的辩论，然后我希望呼吁全球社群团结起来，然后要给予台湾所应得的这个认可。
I find it utterly unacceptable that 25 million people in this world cannot be a member of the United Nations.
我觉得真的很不应该台湾的这2400万人民居然没有办法参与联合国。
I do not speak for my government, of course, they are under different constraints. But I speak as a legislator and as a parliamentarian and as someone that believes very strongly in national self-determination. The people of Taiwan will decide the future of Taiwan, and that is as it should be.
那我在这边的这些言论没有办法代表英国的政府，因为他们有自己的一些限制但是我是以这个国会议员的身份，还有相信民族自觉的这个理念的人来发表我的想法，那就是台湾人应该要决定台湾人自己的未来。
Mr. Speaker, I think I've spoken long enough, and at my age I ought to sit down. Thank you so much for receiving us, all of you, not just Mr. Speaker. We are intensely grateful for your hospitality and your friendship, and we value it very much. Thank you.
那尤院长，不好意思，我刚刚致辞有一点久，然后我自己年纪也大了，所以我应该要坐下来了。但是真的非常感谢院长您，还有所有的这个委员，还有所有的同仁的接待，我们真的非常的感激你们给我们这么温暖的欢迎，还有友谊，这是我们所非常珍惜的，谢谢。